mouse close to you?
No. It's only got
well-
a certain range. It's Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
But it's only got a certain range. It gets choppy. Okay. So we're back.
Alright.
Yes.
So she leads you through. She leads you around some trees and around some other things, and you wander down the path, and you hear small screams in the distance. And coming into the clearing, you look around you. In the center of the clearing you see a pond with an island in the middle. Atop the island is a small tree grove. In the center of this grove is a large oak tree, majestic and proud. You hear the screams coming from within the grove. Louis flies off towards the screams after pulling her small rapier.
Okay. I want to. We need some water. I want to run up to the water and fill my water skin.
Ouch, that really hurt Louis. She just fucking stabbed me. Bitch.
What happened?
He's talking to the figurines again. Don't disturb it. Sorry.
No, I reached down and I didn't see her because she's so small and her little sword stabbed me. So, we're going to pretend that she went off. And there's like brush around here and stuff.
Okay. Do you want to put a
where
tree
is
here?
There's a tree there.
Oh.
There's one tree. There's a kind of a moat.
Gotcha.
And that's the big
Oh, I
oak
see.
tree.
All right.
Where's the pen?
I'm gonna go up to the water and fill up my water skin.
Okay. While you're hearing these little screams.
Yes, just because I saw.
Where did you get a water skin?
He was on. I have a water skin.
We already
and
have water skins.
We did.
You didn't
And
buy those if that's what you're thinking.
Wait, did we?
We got.
Nope, you left without buying anything because you stole the dog.
I got a water skin at some point, and I don't know where I got it. but
No,
I got
you
it.
went to the general store and you said, we want 4 water skins. I know.
It's written in,
I know.
so that means that.
But
I
then
have
he
it.
took them back. He's like, get out of my store. Yeah, he took them back. You don't have them.
I don't have water skin.
None of you do.
Well, I'm gonna go up there and splash my face with some water.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, so
And
I
take
have
a
to-
nice drink while screaming's going on. I was like, keep it down.
Like, we're not going to help her or anything. We're just going to listen
Well,
to
fuck that, because she
screaming.
fucking didn't do anything either.
Yeah.
She ran off to help.
No. While we were battling those little twigs, she
Yeah,
was fucking
she's
kind of
no
hovering around
help
watching us
at
do
all.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just getting a little refreshment.
Yeah, she needs to do her own shit.
All right, let's follow this.
I
picture.
pull my crossbow out.
Okay.
I load my pellet, my sling.
I load my pellet.
I load my pellet sling thing.
Bullet.
Bullet.
All right.
Whatever.
Okay, you going to follow her in or are you just going to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
alright. So entering the grove, you look down and see small creatures that look like dolls made of greenery, twigs, and even some fruit rinds writhing on the ground. The closer you get to the center, the fewer screams you hear. Coming upon the tree, you see a horrifying sight. A large thorny plant is moving on its own and stalking the small creatures you saw earlier. They stand around a large oak in a defensive stance.
Oh.
What the hell?
What in the double fuck?
Can you repeat that? I was confused on what you just said.
So as you enter the grove, you look down and see small creatures that look like dolls made of greenery, twigs, and even some fruit rinds writhing on the ground.
Okay.
I actually, I don't. I put it away. Oh no, I do have them. They look like that.
Oh, they're friendly. Okay.
And they're writhing on the ground in pain.
Okay.
The closer you get to the center, the fewer screams you hear. Coming upon the tree in the middle of the clearing, you see a horrifying sight. A large thorny plant is moving on its own and stalking the small creatures you saw earlier.
Okay.
They stand around the large oak in a defensive stance.
Okay, so they're behind the thorny plant.
Blueway flutters around the plant, hacking uselessly at the vines. As you watch, a large vine swings down and slams into the tiny protected creatures, and then begin to writhe in pain on the ground. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
19.
Plus
Or 17.
3.
Right? Or
Yes.
21.
22.
22.
16.
Sid, what was it?
22.
Pockets?
17.
Omi?
16.
Tatiana?
13.
Oh, she comes in last.
Who was first last time?
I was first last time, now I'm last.
Yeah, I really wish I had the other one because it's very similar to this. And it was really cute.
Did you see maybe maybe it just was like on a time cycle and maybe it finally downloaded?
No, it has to sync.
How do you make it sync?
I have to plug it in.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah,
you
my
can't
my
have it.
phone is really weird, and I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what the name of the song. I can look it up real quick because it's a really good song for this.
What's the game plan, kids? We're gonna just bum rush this thing.
I will be shooting it from a distance, unless I have to get up close and personal.
Right.
Because she has a rapier and it doesn't seem to be really doing anything, and I have a rapier, so
I'm gonna shoot with a crossbow.
so I'm gonna shoot it from far,
Come on, iTunes. We can do this today or today.
see if that works.
Actually, you know what?
What's up?
Well, now I can't. There we go.
Is it doing it?
No, I have a better ready. Sorry, I have a better ready. Come on, music on my iPad that syncs. As soon as I find the music on my iPad. Oh, come on. There we go.
Do we have anything else? Do we have poison or anything?
I don't have any poison.
I mean, he has bombs, but then it'll hit the little
Little guys
creatures
up.
behind
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I can't do it. It doesn't matter. We'll just stick with what we had. Sorry, guys. All right. So, first up, Sid Locke.
I feel like I read in a book when I was a kid about about a creature just like this. And I think it has a weak spot.
Okay, go ahead and roll a knowledge nature for me.
Okay. 21.
21.
It was a good roll.
You know that these things are called mire nettles?
Meyer?
They're mire nettles. They are plants. They don't have an actual conscience, but they are dangerous. They're very dangerous. Their spikes are poisonous,
That's fine.
Okay.
and the only way to hurt them is by slashing or bludgeoning them. Piercing doesn't really do much to them.
What about fire?
So crossbow bolt.
No, they're
Crossbow
living
bolt.
plants, so they're not.
Would a dagger work?
Yes, you can slash
Yeah,
with a
you can
dagger.
slash with a dagger. My rapier wouldn't work because that's piercing.
Well, it would work, but it would be harder to hurt it.
Right.
Okay. Alright. I want to see. I'm looking around and I'm trying to see if there's any sort of a rock or a log or something that I can hide behind.
No, this is a clearing.
Completely clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why there's no trees.
Okay.
It looks pretty much just like it looks right now.
Okay.
And you can tell that this thing is trying to get through these little things to get to that tree.
So we definitely want to stop it from getting to the tree.
Yes.
And
Okay.
Liyue is just stabbing away, and she's not doing anything. It's just not affecting this thing as
Okay.
much as she would like.
Okay.
So she's all up on that shit.
Okay. I am going to move here to flank it with her.
Okay, so you're gonna be right next to it because you have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have reach. Okay,
Yeah.
and you're gonna attack it.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna attack it with my sickle.
Nice. Which is a slashing weapon.
There we
Dun, dun,
go.
dun.
Burp, 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 burp.
Done. Yep.
I didn't know who's next initiative. it?
And you're flanking, so
It is.
it's +4 to that. So
Okay.
+8. Whatever
is.
you roll,
It
+8.
is.
So it's 10 plus dodge.
Oh, natural 20.
You got a natural 20.
Natural 20,
What is
alright.
that- so this is the first time I ever rolled a natural 20 in a battle.
Okay.
And it's a
So
crit, right?
So it's a critical hit.
What does that mean?
Your critical is ×2.
So
it's
you roll
double.
your damage dice twice and then add the modifier.
Yeah. So roll D4
You add
twice.
the 2 damage dice
Yeah.
together,
And then add your modifier
So
to
4.
that.
Alright, roll it again.
Roll it again.
Okay.
which is your attack.
2.
So that's 6.
Okay.
Plus,
It's a -1. So
6, 5.
so it's 5 damage.
so 5 damage.
What about the plus ×2 critical?
That's why you rolled it twice.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
So 5
so you get it for 5 points of damage.
Yes!
And you start lopping off vines.
I'm so cool.
Okay, it is now its turn. And you see it start to shake and kind of vibrate. And then all of a sudden, needles spray out of every single portion of it. And everyone.
Aww.
Does like a reflex or something?
Some kind of save.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
A poison
There we
thorn
go.
save?
Hang on a second. So I have to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So, it actually misses Sid.
hits on me.
16.
Bert.
15, yeah, hits me.
Yeah, so hits Omi. Misses Tatiana. Misses Pockets. And what's Bo's?
I forgot to roll for
AC.
him. Sorry.
No, what's
oh,
his
AC.
AC?
Oh yeah, I'm not rolling for him. 17.
Okay, misses everybody but Omi.
I'm magnetic. Magnetic.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
and Omi takes the brunt for 12 points
Oh,
of damage.
Holy shit, I am more than fucking under.
Oh wow.
Oh no. How many
Okay.
hit points do you have?
He only has 8.
I only had 8, now I'm at -6.
Fuck.
I'm like extra double fucking dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's okay, we got you.
I go into a deep sleep.
Oh,
I have to roll, I have to keep rolling up.
oh,
right?
that too, but
Poison. I'm dead. You just killed them.
you're unconscious.
You're unconscious.
I'm
You're not
fine.
dead yet.
And what's your constitution?
Where's that fucking thing
It's up top.
Yeah, it's up top. C-O-N con. All the way over.
at? 11.
11.
And you're -6?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
So what does that mean exactly? That
So
means
you have to get, if you roll every round
Mhm.
and you roll 10 or under,
You can
then
heal,
you
right?
take 1 hit point off. And once you reach -12, you're dead.
Oh, okay.
But well, we got
So you have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless something attacks you while you're down and then it's a critical hit and they just, yeah.
Motherfucker.
But there's nothing near you. That is its turn. Pockets, you're up. Omi is next.
Wait. Oh yeah. Pockets, you're up. Oh, he's next. I'm dead.
So I want to run up and flank him as well.
Well,
if I can. Or
You
can I do
cannot
that?
flank him, no, because he's already flanked by these two. Somebody has to be across from you, like
Oh,
directly across.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But you
Okay.
can run up and attack.
I'll run up and attack. Yeah.
Okay. And you've got movement. Did you want to get around behind it, or did you
I
want
Yes.
to stay
want
right
to go
there?
behind it so he's between him and me. And the
Yeah,
tree.
good
Okay.
call.
Awesome. So you kind of kick some of the leshies out of the way. That's what they're called,
Gently,
leshies.
gently.
Yes, yes. They are still twitching on the ground in pain.
5.
So 5 or it's a, yeah.
Yeah, you miss it.
Yeah.
Too much running. It's flailing around. You're just like a little bit cautious, waiting for it to shoot more needles at you. And it is Omi's turn. Go ahead and do a death save. Take off 1 more hit point. Tatiana, you're up at last.
He's right next
Best
to me, right?
place for a cleric, right at the end.
So I'm gonna do a cure light wounds on Omi
Okay,
because he's right next to me,
he is right
so I
next to
can
you.
touch him.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
Are these really light ones?
Alright, let me cast the spell.
Well, yeah, you've only got, what, 8 hit points?
Yeah.
That's pretty light.
And 8.
You are up.
I'm below it.
You're he's at 8, right?
You were at 8 hit points.
You're
I'm-
you're
oh,
back
You
to
start
full.
at 0 when you get healed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
that I healed you completely.
Because you were at 0 last time.
Is this a giant monster?
No,
Okay.
it's a plant.
Or a giant plant?
It's a plant.
Okay.
And
No,
So-
you don't get a giant bonus on it.
I did that.
This is monsters of the giant type.
Yeah, it's a plant, so
For
it's not a
right
monster.
now, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. All right. Top of the round, Sid.
All
Don't
right.
forget Bo.
I'm not. Can I order him first before I do any of my
Absolutely, it's
movements?
your swift action.
Okay. I want.
I have a question.
I didn't blink.
Yeah.
If she healed,
Yeah.
she healed me all the
You
way
can
to
blink
8,
with
do I
targets.
get any abilities back?
Yeah.
No, you have to take
What
rest
am I
to
gonna
get
do?
abilities back.
Is get.
No.
Oh.
I don't think the twine I have.
No,
is
it's
strong
6
enough for
seconds.
this thing.
No.
You fell on the ground
Probably
6
not.
seconds later. You
Probably
get
not.
better and you're standing
I don't
still.
So, Bo just, like Cujo, runs up and, and bites, tries to bite one of the tentacles off.
You guys want any M&Ms?
Okay.
Oh, I'm good,
Feel
thank
free.
you.
Alright, so roll your attack.
Oh yeah.
So it's
So he's flanking, so,
So
it's
it's
a
plus it will be a
three.
+7. So whatever you roll +7.
Gotcha. 12.
He misses.
Okay.
He's too busy ducking out of the way of swinging thorny branches and can't quite get in there to get a tooth hold on it.
Okay.
Plus, the thorny branches will make
What are you gonna do?
poisons.
I know.
I literally rolled 2 6s.
Can I climb up? Can I climb up the tree onto this branch here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead and do an acrobatics check for me.
I also have a climb check. Would that work?
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Well,
Well, which one is better?
my acrobatics is better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You just
So you're
roll it.
climbing
Yeah,
on
yeah,
branches
check,
and you're not actually climbing a wall. That's fine.
Okay. Cool. 8.
Okay.
Can you
Wow.
climb a tree?
Hang on a
Can you
second.
climb- 9.
Hang on a second.
Because +7.
Oh, and as you're running away, this thing lashes out with one of its vines and smacks you in the back
Wow.
for 1 point of damage. Go ahead and do
1 point of damage.
a fortitude save for me.
What?
It'll actually be
So I
Power
do get the
one.
1.
So
No,
yeah,
I-
minus
-1.
1.
Yeah. And then a fortitude save.
Yeah, so roll. And
I'm
then
looking for
add
this.
3
What
to
is
it.
that for?
Saves.
13.
13.
13.
You just make it. It lashes you in the back. It kind of catches your armor, and you just kind of like you jump for it, and it just doesn't work. You just
Okay.
kind of like
You hit
you
the
reach
wall.
like, "Huh!"
You hit the tree.
Okay.
and you can't quite make it up, but
Okay.
you move away from it.
Cool.
It is its turn, and all of a sudden you see it start shaking again.
Oh, God.
And we'll do
Oh,
top to bottom this time. You're not your turn yet. Misses. Hits pockets.
Oh, pockets.
Misses Omi
Oh.
and hits Tatiana.
What did it roll?
17 natural
Oh.
plus its modifier.
Okay.
This was a natural 16 plus modifier. So you each take 8 points of damage.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I'm down.
God.
This level 1 8
You're like plop.
Huh?
I don't agree with this level 1 8 points. It should be like 10 or something.
Okay. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Think.
Think.
Damn it. Think.
So that was its turn. Pockets, it's your turn.
Okay.
Are you dead? Are you
He's at
unconscious?
0.
I'm at 0.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
have-
roll a d20. And if you get 11 or above, 16. Okay, you're fine right now.
Can I get back up?
No,
No.
you're not awake.
Okay.
You're just not bleeding out.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah. If you got 10 or below, then you take another hit point of damage.
Okay.
If you roll a natural 20, then you stabilize at 1 hit point.
Okay.
So he's awake now, right?
No, he's not.
He's not. He's still.
No, he's just not bleeding out.
Okay. Okay.
So he's kind of just knocked down, knocked
Something about
unconscious.
Yes, he is unconscious.
Yeah, I know.
He's not bleeding.
But
Omi, it's your
I
turn. Tatiana's next.
I am up. Boom.
Half your movement speed. Yeah, you were in that square.
And what do I want to do? I'm gonna brandish my little short sword, which I've equipped while I'm sleeping. And
You can move 10 feet.
so is that? Am I up against him?
No.
I'm not.
No, you're like right there.
I'm right there. What the fuck am I gonna do right there?
When?
That's my. Oh, did you get it?
No, Project Nunway. Oh, so good. Okay.
I'm
but you
just
can use your sling instead.
Yeah, but it's not really gonna do anything.
It's a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, but
it says slashing and bludgeoning.
Oh, he said
Works.
it was only slashing. All right, so I'm gonna do that.
Piercing is the one that doesn't work.
So
Very well.
Pretty much every weapon I have.
That's Josh. They have 2 donated seats. I want to go, but when is it?
Project Nunway?
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
It's a fashion show, and they dress up the sisters.
And it's usually at the Academy of something, or is it the?
Okay, I'm good. You can have my ticket.
He's only got 2.
I was like, Project Runway?
Ready?
Project... No. I'm good.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we're gonna sling this.
Sling it.
Okay. 10 plus attack bonus 13.
You barely miss.
So it's probably a 14.
Shit.
Yeah, it goes through a couple of branches, and you can see it kind of nick one of the needles, but it doesn't
I'll
really
take
hurt
it.
it. I'll take a nick.
I'll take a neck.
It is Tatiana's turn. Go ahead and, do your thing.
Okay, I'm gonna use my. He's within 30 feet of me, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my last channel.
How many do you have? Only 2?
I only have 4.
Oh, okay.
I used all 4. So
Oh,
far.
God. Okay.
This is the last one.
Goddamn
For
tragedy.
2 points.
2 points.
So
Of
you
heal.
get 2 points.
So you are now at 2 hit points.
And
Oh,
you
wait.
have a
I have one too.
you have a cure light
Yeah, too.
in your potion thing.
Yeah.
So
So you might want to just remember.
On his turn, yeah.
on your turn, I would use that. Take
on-
care of yourself.
Okay.
Okay, and what do you do? You don't know any of the stuff that he knows.
I know.
So again, play your character. You guys
Right.
don't know that it's vulnerable to slashing and bludgeoning.
Unless
Only
you actually say it out
Which
loud
you
to us.
didn't.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Tati's not stupid. She can see that.
Maybe.
Working. I don't know. She doesn't
Nobody's
know.
poked it yet.
Oh yeah. The
well,
little-
Luai's been.
You poked it.
Well, yeah.
Didn't work.
I mean, come on. She's a foot tall with like a stick for a rapier. What do you want?
Yeah, I guess I'll move a little closer.
Okay.
Well, like there.
Okay.
Does anybody have any fire?
No.
Okay. That's your turn. Top of the round. Sid, you're up.
All right. I am going to. So, it's vulnerable to bludgeoning and slashing.
Yes.
We got
You're
that?
saying that out loud?
Yep.
It is vulnerable to bludgeoning and slashing. I read it in a book. All right. I'm gonna run back up out now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Well,
It
it's
is.
covered.
You are directly behind the tree now, so
Yeah.
you have to move a little bit to the side so you
Yeah,
can
you have
see
to
it.
be, like,
Like
here.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Does that remove our flanking?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that then.
Well, it removed it anyway because you moved
Yeah,
out of
because
its
you went
range.
towards the tree, so it was the flanking already ended.
Yeah.
So
Wait, when did I move towards the tree?
When you were trying to
when
climb
you
it?
tried to climb it,
Oh!
you moved away from it.
Okay, then I'm gonna move back to it and flank it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna slash it with my stick.
Get it.
With a sickle.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you have a sickle.
Uh-huh.
Perfect
Flanked
tool
again.
for cutting plants.
So,
We had this shit all the time.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright. 3.
Yep.
3 points of damage.
Sweet. And then I order Bo to bite it.
Okay, give me a second. Okay.
20.
20 hits.
Plus 3 damage.
Okay. So you notice that as Bo bites it, it's actually not doing much damage to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's piercing, I guess.
Because his teeth are piercing it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe Bo could dig
Stupid
him up.
dog. I told you, bludgeoning or
It's actually
slashing.
not in the ground.
It's not in the ground.
No, it's been moving.
Oh, so it's not.
It's
root,
mobile.
It's not a root system kind of thing.
It's mobile right now.
Oh.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I thought maybe you could just dig its roots out.
No, no.
Yeah.
It is its turn, and it is going to
Shimmer, shimmer.
lash out at
I'm not close enough.
I know. Well,
Sorry.
let's see.
I'm back up, right?
No. That
But
would be
you're
next turn.
awake.
You're,
awake,
you're
okay.
next.
You still have to stand up.
Okay.
And
I would say use your.
I'm
Yeah,
looking for
use
range.
your
Use your
potion.
potion.
One of the things that you're gonna do.
yeah, your cure light.
How you doing so
Where
far?
is it?
Good, good, yeah.
Is it making sense?
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
All right, sit there.
I'm not understanding.
See how
what
easy
you're
it is to
looking
kind of get really super involved.
Yeah.
I'm very like visual and stuff.
Yeah,
I
so-
think seeing it just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to start lashing out with its vines, and it's going to hit Sid once. What's your AC?
16.
Okay. Misses the second time. Goes for Bo and misses, and it's going to go for Lue and misses as well.
Nice.
So you take 3 points of piercing damage, and I need you to do a fortitude save.
Ah!
Oh god.
Wait, hold on.
On the table doesn't count unless it's high.
Alright.
It has to be on the table. Ooh.
Oh.
8.
All right. And as it hits you, a needle pierces your skin,
Aw.
and you are staggered. You cannot move for this round.
Okay.
You're just like, it's like the poison just poof in your
Okay.
head real quick. I want you to go ahead and look in your feet.
I think I have a poison thing going
That's
on.
what I mean. I think you might be immune to. Well, it may be at level 3, but
Poison
You
use.
can use poison.
Yeah.
So you can't poison yourself when you're using poison.
okay.
But he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the poison resistance yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So what do I do?
Let's see. Staggered.
I didn't see it in the conditions.
Staggered character may take a single move or standard action each round, but not both.
Okay.
Nor can you do full round actions, which is not a problem, which means you cannot control Bo.
Okay.
You can either move, you can attack, or you can control Bo. That's it.
Okay.
So you are staggered,
I'm cool with it.
and that's for 1 round. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Fred. Pockets, you're up.
Alright.
Omi's next.
I'm gonna use the cure light wounds. right?
Okay.
Yep.
So I it's 1d8
So you take one,
plus 1.
This one.
So,
Yeah, because you're level 1.
This one.
Okay. And just
So you roll that and then add 1 to it.
3.
So
Yeah.
4 points of damage. And that's a swift action.
Okay.
So that makes. So what did he just do? Oh, he
Healed
just took the,
himself.
healed himself.
So plus 6 or no?
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Plus 4.
4.
Plus
4, 3.
Yeah.
4 plus 1.
Alright.
Or
Okay.
3 plus 1.
So now it's at 6.
Okay.
Okay.
And so now I'm back up in a good.
You're
Yes,
still
it's-
on the ground.
Yeah, so you have to stand up.
So that's just half a move.
Okay.
So if you're 30 feet, you can only move.
What?
And as you do that, it takes attack of opportunity and hits you with a natural 20.
Oh god, you're going back down.
That little fuck nugget.
You're going back
For 6 points of damage.
Okay, well back up.
And it is Omi's turn. Tatiana, you're next.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's right. It's okay. So I have.
Sorry, not sorry.
She like covers her face with her paw. That's the cutest.
So cute.
That is disgusting.
She's like, there's too much light out here.
Yeah, look at her. Oh my god, that's so cute. She's just like. Oh,
She's my adorable baby.
Alright.
Okay.
Battle.
I have my sword. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to prune this little bush.
Okay. So you're gonna move in.
Yep. I'm going
In front
to.
of Tatiana?
Yeah. He's down, so it's really
He's not flanked. No, it's not threatened.
Did I have enough space to move over around him so I can flank him?
Around him.
This way.
To
the other side of him. I hate doing that.
I never know. Yeah. Because you have 20 foot of movement.
Oh, okay.
So you can be right there. Yeah.
Okay,
as long as
so-
you're within its range,
Yeah.
you can move within it. You just
Okay.
can't move out of it,
Out of it
without
and
an
have that
attack
count as a
opportunity.
step. Okay. So that's what I did, and I'm going to
Slice and dice.
julienne fries. Let's do this.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, look at me, big roller.
I don't know how to turn off my.
So no.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh wait, isn't that like a +4? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You rolled a 2. Tatiana, you're up. Sid, you're next.
You're back.
Alright, so I am going to... We'll move here with Blue Ray. And then I'm going to try to attack it.
Okay, it is not flanked
I know.
from where you are.
I know.
It's not?
Wait, what
No.
about? Is he flanked?
No.
No, that...
It has to be directly opposite.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So,
and Lou is in the way for that.
yeah. So,
Well, she's above, but not really.
that would be a 9.
Misses. Okay. Top of the round, Sid, you are staggered for this round.
I'm gonna slash at it with my
Oh no!
sickle.
Oh wait, stagger for this round. That means you can't move.
No,
Okay.
you can move or standard action or control bow. So bow isn't going to do anything this round, just you.
Yeah.
You can control bow, you can
You can have
attack.
bow attack, or you can attack.
Or you can move.
move.
Well, Bo can't really damage him anyway, because.
So that's what I was thinking. I can order him to like go behind the tree and chill. But then
But then you can't do anything else this round.
right.
And Omi loses his flanking bonus
Yeah.
at the same time.
I'm gonna
Do what you were doing first,
I'm gonna
yeah.
attack it.
Okay.
+8.
Yeah, 17 plus 8.
Yeah,
25.
you totally hit him.
Sweet. Hallelujah. And then it's 2.
He has a -1 to it.
Oh.
He's not very strong.
But
But he's lifting weights.
I'm
But
looking
you're
better
doing
than
something.
all y'all.
Yeah, no, there's no complaining there. That is your turn. It is its turn. It is going to go ahead and attack. Let's see. Omi for a not hit.
Yes.
Sid for a hit. Bo, what's his AC?
17.
Hits. And Tatiana for a hit. So everybody but Omi. So 1 point for Sid. 3 points for Bo. And 4 points for Tatiana. All three do a fortitude save. And Pockets, you're next.
So is he down?
19.
So he's gonna have to roll
19?
Those
above.
25.
Okay?
You have to use your 20-sided dice
Yeah.
to roll above a certain number.
On your turn, give me a second.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
The Sid's 10.
10. So Sid, you are staggered for another round.
Sweet Jesus.
And it is now Pocket's turn, so go ahead and do the d20.
Oh, 5.
5, so you take one more hit point.
You have to go over 10, right?
You have to 11 or over.
11 or over.
What is your health at?
-1.
Okay, he's got plenty of time.
Okay.
It is now Omi's turn. Tatiana, you're next.
Take it up.
God.
Okay, we are going
I thought you
to
were good.
make a salad out of this dude.
Fuck this guy up.
Let's do that. let's not do that.
I also want to point out that your fists are considered bludgeoning weapons, so you can do flurry of blows and hit him twice in one round.
Okay, so let me do that instead, because I just thought that I don't know, piercing and bludgeoning, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, bludgeoning means hitting it with a dull object,
Okay.
and piercing means that you're stabbing it, slashing means that you're slicing it.
Okay.
So your fists are bludgeoning weapons.
Okay, so let's do that.
Take 2.
I'm gonna take 2.
Yeah, I'll let you have that one.
Thank you, because it's a +1 and okay, D4.
So it's a plus
so-
5 because it's flanked.
So when it says, what does that mean?
That's your critical. So if you roll a natural 20,
Yeah.
that's how many times you roll your damage dice.
20 times? No, twice.
No, twice.
Okay.
And so this is your flurry of blows, so you get a +0 on none of them. So it's just whatever you roll.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20. Okay, go ahead and roll again.
Yeah.
And a 4. So you get a critical hit on the first one.
Uh-huh.
So roll your damage dice twice and add them together.
Yeah.
So 2
2.
and 2. So you hit him for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
How's it looking?
It is starting to like flail a little bit less.
Okay.
It's a bush.
Okay.
It looks like there's pieces of it all over the place. Some of the vines are broken.
Okay.
But it's still moving. It's
Okay.
still
It's got some
flailing.
brown spots.
Okay.
Some
Yeah,
leaves are falling off.
It hasn't been watered in a while.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It looks like that, by the way.
Very unpleasant.
Okay.
I mean, in real life it looks like that.
Well,
In other life it looks like that. All right, Tatiana, you're up. Sid, you're next.
Okay, so I haven't left the start range if I move closer to pockets, right? Like
Correct.
there.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna use one of my rebuke deaths on him.
Awesome.
oh wow.
So
Nice. That's your pockets. What does that
So
do?
it's 1d4 points of damage plus 1 for every 2 cleric levels, so it'll just be the 1d4, right?
Mm-hmm. Plus
So
1.
that- Plus 1?
No.
Oh.
Minimum of a 1, I think.
Okay. 3 points.
Sweet.
So you now have 3 points of health.
Okay. So you're back
And
up.
Tatiana
You're back
is in
up.
between you and the thing.
So she's basically. What does that?
What?
Attack of opportunity.
No, he's on the ground.
No, I mean because is Tatiana basically.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
I'm still
Thanks
within its
for
range.
thanks for reminding me that it's a attack of opportunity to cast a spell within melee range.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I'm
Thanks.
on a sugar
My
rush
one
right
hit
now.
point, my one hit point is now gone.
Missed it.
Did I miss?
It missed, yeah.
Okay.
It rolled a 3.
So I still have 1 hit point left.
All right.
Don't try to kill me.
Top of the round, Sid, you're up.
All
I'm just
right.
trying to learn the game, girl. Sorry.
I sensed something in the wood earlier when I was walking by all these gnarly old trees and oak and stuff. And I'd like to do a perception check to kind of see if there's something special about this tree that's speaking to me.
So you're spending your turn looking at the tree?
But
During-
like
in the middle of battle?
feeling the tree, seeing if it's going to give me
Like
any
your whole action, yeah.
knowledge that is pertinent to this situation.
Okay, do a knowledge nature.
Okay.
I want the tree's voice to be Delaruse's voice.
I actually wanted to be that buxomous tree from the last unicorn.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
There's nothing like a tree, snob.
7.
No, it's an oak tree. It is its turn,
It's a California oak though. So.
and you see it start to vibrate again.
It.
Yes, it is starting to vibrate again. So we'll top of the round.
Look at these strips here.
You did. Because Matt handed them to you.
Thank you.
What is that?
Oh,
That's like an artistic sculpture of.
That's the rest of the sandwich with some Cheetos.
My sandwich with some Cheetos. I'll just put that right on top.
It's a little food salad.
Yeah.
I eat very slow.
Mrs. Sid, Mrs. Pockets, Mrs. Omi.
It's made of that stuff the
And-
desserts are at the restaurant.
It's Tatiana for...
What did it roll? God damn it.
Does it matter? It hit you for 6 points of damage.
Oh,
I'd like to
God.
say
I'm
that this
down.
plant
As
is
you
very
guys are like
juicy.
used to seeing this, you guys kind of duck out of the way. You're already on the ground, so you're in a perfect spot to get out of the way.
Mhm.
Down together?
No, you're not down again.
I'm
No.
down.
Oh.
And then
Actually,
Tatiana falls on top of you.
Oh, well, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
And it is now your turn.
Okay.
So you want to get up, or
I would like to get up.
Okay. Let's yeah, it's getting kind of tight in here with all these
Yeah.
bases and shit, but so half your movement to get up. Tatiana's kind of in the way almost, so she's right there, in between everybody. Okay, you were up though.
Okay.
Then you're within melee range.
Okay.
this
So-
looks like a fucking gangbang.
I can
It's
attack.
the Bukkake
Yeah, you
video.
can.
17.
Hits.
Nice.
So
roll
And then
damage.
roll your
Right.
pyramids.
1.
+1, right?
+1.
Plus
So 2.
1. So 2.
All right.
Where's your damage? Go down.
So you take another big a swing at it, and you take another big vine off. It's still thrashing about, but it's
Yeah.
looking pretty bad right now. Omi, you're up.
Word.
You got back and knock me
All
down
right.
twice.
I'm going to. Can I flurry of blows again?
We got every round.
Every round, let's flurry of blows. Natural 20.
Nice.
Fuck
Do it again.
yeah.
Oh man, 2 natural 20s would be fucking amazing. How about a 10?
Okay, natural
Oh.
20 though.
That's right.
So roll
So
it twice.
2d4s.
1. Come on. 2. 3.
So 3
Okay.
points of damage.
Still good.
It is still up, but it is looking pretty bad. Tatiana, go ahead and do a roll for me.
19.
Yep. No extra damage. Top of the round, Sid, you're up.
I'm gonna run up. I'm not staggered anymore, right? It was just for the last round. I think so.
Yeah, you're not staggered anymore.
Cool. I am going to go here.
Okay. Does an 18 hit you?
What about that?
Armor class.
Normal.
Yes.
Okay. So you take 2 points of damage and do a fortitude save off for me.
Okay.
How are you looking?
And 4 of 11.
Cat.
It's
And
the,
then
it's the cat's over here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the blinds.
Oh, okay. I keep looking
15.
at it, like,
15. Okay. So you take the 2 points of damage, but you do not get staggered.
Okay, cool. Again, I'm gonna look at this oak and say, "What are you trying to tell me, oak?"
Yeah, you can't figure anything out.
No, but I'd like to roll.
You've
a
already done a
knowledge.
check.
I can't do it again.
No,
Can I do a?
it's not going to magically come to you.
Well then, shit.
You've already done a check, which means that's as much as you know on it.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I am looking up at this oak tree. And I like to see. I see these branches that are hovering over this this nasty thing here.
Don't rip
And
the
I
tree.
think I see a weak dead branch that if I hit it, it could possibly fall down and crush this plant thing. So I'd like to roll a perception to see if I see anything of that nature.
Okay.
Very good. I feel like you should get like a point for creativity.
17.
17. You're looking around and this tree looks really healthy. It doesn't look like anything's about to fall off. This tree is very strong.
Okay.
It's dug into the ground really well. It looks very well watered.
Okay.
If something was going to fall off, you'd literally have to chop it off.
Okay. All right. Bow attack,
Okay.
and he is going to.
Can you just stomp on him?
Yeah,
Not
that's what I
bludgeoning?
say. Like a bludgeon would be like a.
The stomping?
Can
I
he
mean, isn't that
swipe-
like hitting
can
with
he
your
swipe
paw?
at him?
Like a headbutt.
Like a headbutt him or swipe.
No, he only
him?
has one attack right now. That's all you've trained him
It's
to
a
do.
bite?
Yeah.
His bite?
Yeah. You're level 1. He's very limited as well.
Then
You'd have to take some time to train him, and you haven't had time yet.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have a
Then
long rest and train after this shit.
I'm gonna order him. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep him there because he's flanking.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I'm just
I
gonna.
mean, this thing doesn't look like it has very many hit points
I'm
left.
gonna ask him to attack anyway.
Okay.
Maybe it'll distract him or whatever.
So, +7. Ooh.
A natural 1.
8.
It's unnatural.
A
It's
natural one.
1. It's just...
So, he reaches out and he,
Hello.
What's the past?
Hi. Thank you.
Is that more potato chips?
No, it's another package for me. He reaches out and he bites onto one of the thorns,
Aww.
and he takes 6 points of damage
Aw.
from the thorns piercing his mouth,
Okay.
and he needs to do a fortitude save.
No.
And you hear him yelp loudly.
Oh. 16.
Yeah,
21.
that's fine. Yeah. So he releases fast enough that he doesn't get poisoned.
Cool.
But yeah, he does take some damage from biting down on it.
Okay.
It is its turn, and it is going to start slashing with its vines.
Can we call him Audrey too?
Right. It's
Audrey too.
misses, hits, hits, and misses. So it hits Bo for 2 points of damage, and go ahead and do a fortitude save.
I have to take Bo to the vet after this.
That's even better than
He's
last
good.
Okay. And then you see it smack Lue.
I've done shit.
Like
Like,
it,
At every single
So
fucking
over
turn,
her.
I've done
it
shit.
literally smacks her onto the ground
Mhm.
and hits her so hard that she kind of bounces a bit. And where is it? Where is it? There it is. And she's fine otherwise. But she kind of like holds her chest in pain.
These
it is
NPCs ain't shit.
Pocket's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to attack.
Okay.
18, so 19.
Hits.
Nice.
Sweet.
You're,
And then lift.
yep.
Nice.
3.
3
Plus
points of damage.
+4.
Plus 4.
4.
Why is it?
No, it's +1.
Plus
So 3
1.
+1.
Oh, they did attack bonus.
Yeah, so 4.
4 total.
Yeah.
4. So Pockets walks up to this, kind of moves out of the way of some of the things, and he takes his dagger and he just stabs right down in the middle of this thing, like kind of slicing open the core of it, and it just starts sap and like green ooze pours out, and it just goes limp.
Oh, good job. Your first kill.
Thank you. Knocked me down twice.
Hell yeah.
Right?
I haven't even had like a kill yet.
So like
good for
all
you.
first kills,
Nice.
you get to eat its heart.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Ah.
Hum num shiba. Hum num shiba.
All right. And as you do that,
I mean, I'm still unconscious.
yes.
Yeah, but how are we gonna revive you? Splash water on you. Is that points?
Are you trying to revive her?
Well, not yet. I mean, we're gonna let you finish what you're saying.
No,
We're
that's
just not
fine.
gonna do that.
Battle's over.
Yeah.
Oh, how do we do that?
Yeah.
If none of us have that
Were
sort of
you
ability.
like going to try to like first aid her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
or-
but
Yeah. So roll heal. Are you gonna help?
Yeah.
So roll with advantage.
Okay.
So roll your heal check.
What is that?
It's under
It's
skills.
Continue
under the
skills.
skills.
It's a skill.
I have +2.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I have 0.
So roll with advantage.
Should I have? +5.
14, 16.
Roll again. Take the higher.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So you
Yeah.
wrap her up. You like rip some strips from your shirt and stuff like that, and you wrap her up, and you're back at 1 hit point.
Can I slap her?
Okay.
If you want to go back to 0 hit points, yeah.
No,
So,
like a wake up slap.
I thought you were gonna say slap the redheaded chick.
So I'm awake now.
I
Okay,
mean, like an
I have
airplane
a-
when she's
I
like
have a sure light
hysterical.
potion.
Okay.
Can I drink that?
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to drink my potion that I have.
I feel like this tree is very healing.
Yeah.
It's like a passive power.
Yeah.
It can't react to anything that we can.
Did you want to look at this thing?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pockets would probably. Okay, do a survival check. Do you want to help him with this? Since you're
Yes.
good at helping him, you
Yeah.
guys have been friends for a little while. Anyway, don't. Girl, just move everything out of the way. Shit.
Can I go around and start helping to heal the little guys?
Well, yeah. You can start wrapping them up. I mean, it's really hard to tell what's wrong with them, like as far as like healing them because they're plant-based.
Can I just give it water?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I do it?
Do what?
I'm gonna.
You wanna help him?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Help.
Okay, so you guys, who wants to do the check for survival check?
Survival check.
Do that.
Oh.
Let's see if our survival check looks like.
Yeah.
Survival.
It's between these two.
Mine's
Oh, you.
Plus
plus,
2.
I'm plus 5.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
it.
so roll with advantage, which means roll the d20 and take the higher of the two.
Roll it twice.
Okay.
So 13 and then. Yeah, so 13 plus 5.
Plus 5, so 18.
18. Yeah, unfortunately, you're looking at this thing, you cannot figure out how to get, like, that poison out of it, unfortunately.
Out of what? The oak tree?
No, the metals.
The little guys. Oh, little guys.
The things that have been poisoning everybody.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little bit beyond your skill right now. Maybe in, like, a couple of levels, but not right now.
Can I go towards Louie and see if I can get her back up and running?
She's fine.
Oh,
She's got, like, she's about halfway down. She's still up. a
Louie,
little bit.
how do we help your friends in the tree?
Well, actually, and as you say that, the tree begins to bulge in the middle. Watching continuously the bulge. The bulge turns into the shape of a beautiful woman, lithe in form and hair made of multicolored oak leaves. She steps out of the tree and smiles at you. Then, looking around, rushes to the nearest doll-like form and cradles it in her arms. It will be all right, my loves. The pain will only last a short while. Endure, and I will reward you with a great feast of acorns. You see the remaining creatures begin gathering their wounded and dragging them to the base of the tree while comforting them. Thank you, travelers. If not for you, my leshies would be in ruins and food for that horrible mire nettle. Though I can't do it myself, mayhap you would like to harvest the nettle for its poison. You already did that, that'll work.
Yeah.
She stands up and walks back to the tree. She reaches towards the tree, and you see the bark open and reveal a bow. Please take this reward. It's not much, but it may aid you on your journey.
So you get a magic bow. Who
A
gets magic
bow?
A bow.
A bow.
Yeah.
Is it like as in bows and arrows?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not as in bow regards.
Gotcha.
Or like a bow stick.
Yeah.
But I mean, who gets the bow? I mean, who's
Well, I
to
can't.
decide.
I can't use a bow.
who has the most
He-
proficiency with a bow?
I mean, he has one already.
I have a crossbow, but this bow seems cool.
No,
So I'd be happy to use this bow that came from the magic
you have a
tree lady.
You have a short bow.
Are you proficient in longbows,
You have
though?
a short bow.
Let me check.
It is a longbow.
Yeah.
It's a
So
longbow.
go to feats. And then
Feats, yeah, all the way down.
Proficiencies. Okay, and then this will tell you what you're proficient in.
Short bow is simple weapon, so he is, but I don't know about
Where's the
longbow.
bow?
No, just short bows.
It might be
Only-
martial bows or martial
only
weapons.
good in short
Keep
bows.
going down.
All the way down? Musket, mace. Alright, pistol, musket, quarterstaff. I don't see.
Keep going. It's a martial weapon, so you're probably not proficient in it.
An elf isn't proficient in a fucking. But half elf isn't proficient in a bow.
He's an alchemist, not a ranger.
I
Yeah,
would
but
like
it's
to.
his
Yeah, you're not
ethnicity,
proficient in
too.
it, 'cause it's-
He's only half elven.
I'm gonna go over to
Yeah,
the,
so you're-
You got the autistic elf part?
the plant monster,
This isn't Lord of the Rings, by the way.
and I'm gonna gather some of its
Yeah.
blood
It's
for
metals.
or its juice
Okay.
for a poison that I can later kind of try to.
And the,
figure out.
Well,
And
how
I'm
would
gonna
you do
put
that too?
I'll put it in inventory though.
Yeah,
I'll
take
put the
go
bow
over
in
to the
inventory.
nettle and get some more.
So
the
it's just
alchemist
a-
is gonna do the same.
They tried. It didn't work. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You
Oh.
guys, that's what the survival check was for.
Oh.
I
To
didn't
see
do
if
a
you could
survival
extract the. You helped him. You gave him advantage.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's what you were trying to do is extract this poison
I
that had
see.
been. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which
Okay.
it's
Proficient
unfortunately
enough to
you.
do it.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
couldn't
just a
figure out
regular
how to
longbow?
get it. No, it is a masterwork longbow.
Masterwork longbow. Okay.
Oh, woman of great oak. what's going on here? What's this? Why is the sky dark, and why are there monsters everywhere?
I know not why the sky is dark, but to get to the heart or root of the problem, you would need to speak with Fayun.
Who's Fayun?
Fayun is the Hamadryad that rules this forest.
What's a Hamadryad?
What does it look like?
I would appreciate you don't make fun of me. Oh, woman of great oak.
She's a powerful dryad that rules this place.
Okay. Do you know where she's located?
I do, but I cannot leave my tree. This little one, and she gestures to Lue, can lead you there.
That was helpful.
Yeah. No way.
Okay.
You guys are so skeptical.
Little Miss always wrong.
I know.
She's not always wrong. How's she
Right.
always
Brought a
wrong?
fucking knife to a gunfight. Fucking trying to stick him with a toothpick.
It's the only weapon she had.
She could have spit on him or something.
Jeez.
Screw you, Louie.
Okay. All right.
Oh, woman
so,
of great oak. We're in need of more supplies. Is there any kind of store around here, or anything where I could find where we can purchase some more supplies before we move on our journey?
I am sorry. This is a forest. We don't have stores.
How do you carry water from place to place?
I walk to the stream right in front of my tree and get water and drink it. Because it is surrounded by like kind of a moat.
Has there?
Oh, woman of great oak. When I
my
was
God.
walking through the wood earlier, I felt something within the trees, but I couldn't. It was a feeling that I've never felt before, and I'm trying to figure. It's like something was trying to speak to me. Do you know anything about that? Is there something I should know?
There has been a corruption in the Feywood lately,
Okay.
but you would need to speak with Fayun for
Okay.
more details.
All right.
Woman of Great Wood.
Oh my God. She
has there-
she starts stepping back into her tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not here for. I'm not an information broker. Goddammit.
I mean, never mind.
She actually-
I'll call you. It's cool. It's fine.
She actually walks away and she actually starts helping the Leshies gather their wounded and getting them together and stuff like
Okay.
that. I'm looking for something really quick. Give me just a second.
Yeah. Okay.
While he's looking for that, I'm looking for a stick to hit Louie with.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. Never mind.
You're lucky, Louie. If you find anything.
Louie, is there a place around here that we could get things that we can carry water with, like water skins and things like that?
Maybe plants that
I
would carry
mean,
water.
we can get some acorns if you want some of that.
Louie, I'm gonna intimidate Louie. Don't fuck with me, Louie. We need some water skins,
Or a
something
plant that would hold water.
to carry water, or something that could carry a water thing. Louie, answer me. Can I roll for intimidate?
I'm looking real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for intimidate.
Is that a 9 or a 6?
So that's a 9.
I'm gonna explain slowly to Louie
16.
what a fly swatter
16. She's like, well, you don't have to yell at me. You just have to ask. It's not that big of a deal. Jeez. I mean, I guess you could sew some leaves together. It's not like we're part of the regular city where you can just buy a bladder from some dead thing and put water in it. There's plenty of streams and stuff in the Feywood. We don't really need to carry water with us.
Fucking away.
Why are you getting mad at me for something that I can't help you
I'm not
with?
getting mad.
Louie's
Getting mad
voice like
away.
Michelle Wolf's voice.
God.
Shit! Stop telling me what to do.
Sorry, Louie. Okay, then. I'd like to. Does anybody have any potions or any kind of healing thing? Because me and Bo are looking pretty haggard.
Do we want to do like a short rest or a long rest?
Oh, I only had that one,
Only had one.
and I used it to heal myself.
Okay.
Can we do like a short rest in order to
Yeah.
get some points back?
Absolutely, you can totally do a short rest if you want.
Or can we
I
do
mean,
a
it's
long
like
rest?
it's kind of a secluded little island with a little moat around it, so it's
Yeah, so
pretty
it's
easy
pretty
to
safe.
see what's going on if
Okay.
somebody wants to like. If you're just resting, it's gonna take about an hour, and you can
Okay.
keep your eyes open.
Will that replenish our health?
You can use your hit die.
Okay.
So short rest means that like certain people get certain skills back
Yeah.
after a short rest.
Okay.
Also, you are level 1, so you have 1 hit die.
Mhm.
So you can roll your hit die in that short rest time once a day and get that amount of points back. Not the whole whatever you roll, basically.
So our hit
Is
die
there a
just
way
this.
that we can do a long rest now on the thing and then just
It's an
kind of fast
8-hour
forward?
rest.
Right,
Is
but
it
in,
early
like,
morning? I mean, it's basically gonna be
Yeah.
mid-afternoon.
Like in real time, can we just say like, okay, we're taking a long rest and
Yeah,
then like,
yeah, absolutely. You can take a long rest here.
okay.
And everything goes back to 100%.
Yeah, and then you have an alchemist kit, so you can remake your potions and
remake
tinctures.
everything.
She gets all her spells back.
Okay.
I get my flame back.
You get your
Yeah.
flame back.
Let's do
yeah.
that. Let's do a long rest here. I think we're safe. We
I
have
think so too.
the woman of the wood looking over us, I'm assuming, or
Yeah, she's not just gonna.
And then
man you.
Lue, if anything comes up, Lue can
run
inform
away
us,
as normal.
or maybe irritate whatever that is as much as she's
Irritate
irritated.
us.
Yeah, I can totally take watch. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on, Sugar Rush, let's calm down.
I mean, the Leshies will do it. I mean,
Okay.
whoever's left of the Leshies, yeah.
Oh my God, I saw this thing on Facebook.
So do you hit the wrist with companions,
Yeah.
and then it should like reset everything?
Yeah, but so
The rest only does a certain amount.
yeah, so
Just put everything back
yeah,
up.
just put them back up to 13.
So just replenish
Yeah,
everything.
everything will be replenished.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit the little fire thing
But
on the top,
so
Okay.
he's-
Okay.
he's
it says
good.
rest,
and then
and it will
usually
replenish all of your
so-
tinctures for you. But if your hit points aren't all the way up, just put them all the way up.
You did
Oh,
minus.
shit.
That's how we play. This is how we do it, baby.
Yeah.
I want to change.
Oh, you can
We don't get into it. He's not gonna matter. I know what you're gonna do.
What?
He doesn't need to pick all new like spell things.
Oh no, I'm just gonna.
So I know it's 2, but Michelangelo isn't here. I think he was the one that needed to
We can play till
bounce.
3, yeah.
We can play till 3?
Mhm.
Okay, we have...
You have time, yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's march forward. It's morning and we wake up, yeah?
It is morning, yeah.
right.
Nothing really has happened. You find Louie asleep next to you.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't do very well gardening.
Well, you also see the little Leshies kind of moving around and picking things up and cleaning up the area and
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Alright.
All right.
Then, Louis, I think we're ready to go. Now show us where this,
Let's do this thing. It's
Yeah.
getting kind of on night though. That's kind of weird that we slept during the day, but okay. Let's see what we can do.
okay.
And she flies off real quick, and then she flies back, and she actually brings like this little kind of ball of twigs
Mm-hmm.
on a stick,
Mm-hmm.
and inside you can see like little fireflies and stuff floating around it. For a little light.
Oh, that's so cute.
I was
like-
gonna petition to rename her.
Just follow the bouncing light.
Oh, that's perfect. She's like Tinkerbell.
Except that she can talk, and she's
Yeah.
a foot tall instead of 6 inches.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Alright.
So she leads you into the forest. You follow the bouncing light. You don't really come upon anything too dangerous. You know, she tells you to like move around some certain plants and don't touch that. It's poisonous. Stuff like that. I mean, if there's anything you want to do while you're walking, you're more than welcome to.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask her about some of the plants. Maybe harvest something if you're interested.
Okay.
Is there such a-
But
is there a Sniffany? Is there a?
what are you talking about?
Is there a? Don't worry, you'll get it when you come down. Is there any sort of plant that makes fire? Is there like a bomb plant or anything like
Not
that?
that I know of.
Has any sort of combustible? No.
No, not
What
that I
healing
know.
properties? Any healing property plants?
Yeah, there's like aloe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go.
You're so important. Alright, let's go.
I mean, do you want to ask her about some of the poisonous plants?
No, I don't feel like she has a lot of knowledge, to be frank. So.
I mean, she's leading you. She knows what poisonous plants are, like
Yeah.
which plants are poisonous.
Okay.
I'm sure from trial and error.
Yeah.
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 She lives here, so yeah, she should.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So about an hour in, hour and a half, you come into a grove of trees, and it's about 6 trees on each side, kind of semicircle, and in the center, huh?
Where are the rest of your trees?
Whatever. They're up there, out of the way,
Oh.
so nobody breaks them.
I didn't break them. I just replaced it with a chip. I was trying to help. Fucking sniffing this toy. It just fits her so well.
Oh my god. You're killing me right now.
I know.
Alright.
I know. Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to the rest of my stuff, but
You mean books or something?
no, the rest of my... It's not in there. It's driving me crazy that it's not.
Did you put them in the kitchen maybe when you got up?
No, I found it because I'm stupid. And I actually thought ahead for once. So you come into the clearing and there's about 6 large elms, and in the center is the largest of the. Like there's a very large one in the middle. It's probably about 10 foot in diameter, and you can't see the top because of the canopies of the rest of the trees around it. And in the center, it looks like there's a wooden throne that has grown out of the elm. And on it sits a woman, a beautiful woman with long blonde hair, with kind of black stripes in it to match the bark of the elm. And she is wearing she's wearing leaves that cover up most of her torso. And she sits there and she looks like she just kind of stares at you and waits for you to approach. As you do approach, 2 centaurs come out of the forest on either side of the large elm with spears and stand guard.
Alright.
Do you have centaurs?
Huh?
Do you have centaurs?
I don't know.
Do they make centaurs?
Yeah. I haven't used them.
Alright. We mean you no harm. We come here to look for an orb.
Ah. One moment, please. And she gestures, and Lue flies over and kind of hovers above her ear, and you hear her whispering. You can't really hear her. And then she flies back to you, lands on the ground, and just kind of stands behind you guys a little bit. I know your situation, and I'm willing to help. In fact, in exchange for that help, I need you to help me as well.
Ooh.
My mate has gone missing the last few days. I need you to help me find him. The last place he was seen heading to was the destination with the orb. If you can find him, send him to me.
Do we all feel good about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
you
cool
give
with
us
that.
some more information? What do we call her? What is
Fayoun.
your Fayoun?
Yeah.
Fayoun, can you tell us how many days he's been gone, or any purpose that he had going in that direction? Is there any information that you could give us that would help us on our quest?
His job is to protect the sanctuary that holds the orb. He was on his way to protect it when the sky turned dark, and I have not seen him since.
He had already left when the sky went dark.
Yes.
What was his name?
Oh god. Nobody fucking wants names.
Steve.
He is Lord Halloran.
Mark.
Halloran.
Halloran.
Halleron.
Halloran. Okay.
Like Halloran.
Hello. Hilarious.
You guys are awful.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Where the fuck did this fucking thing? Okay. All right. Is there anything that you could give us to aid us in our quest?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't have much. We rely on the trees and the woods and the ground and the rain for our sustenance. But I can make you some salves that might be able to help from the woods.
Sold.
And she snaps her fingers, and out from her throne, like seemingly out of just right out of midair, are 2 bags.
Mm-hmm.
They're leaves wrapped around something, and she hands them. She hands them to Lue. She gestures her back, hands them to Lue, and Lue comes back with these bags like this big, in her hands.
Okay.
They're probably about this big.
Okay.
These are 2 healing salves that should be able to help you on your way. So just put in 2 light healing potions.
Okay.
Do you want to do that, Tati? I would like to have one of those light healing potions, just in case anybody goes down. At least I can be able to administer that to that person, because I have no healing abilities or potion-like items.
Oh, no, she's adorable.
So
Does someone want the other one? Or
who wants the other one?
I'll take the other one.
Okay.
Magic bag potion.
So,
Yes.
what is it? What would I call
Cure
it?
light wounds potion. So go to
No, that's not it.
plus.
So there are 2 ways to use these. She tries to get your attention. There are 2 ways to use these potions. You may either drink them, or you may throw them on someone, and they
Oh.
will do the same amount of healing.
That's
Cure
kinda
light
cool.
wounds.
I'm at a loss. What is
You go to no.
I barely see it.
Oh yeah, whatever. Add. Well, you don't want it in storage. You want it in your backpack.
Thank you.
Equipment. Where's the? There it is. Plus.
Oh, it's in
And then you
backpack.
go to potion. New potion.
And then it just says bull strength. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Go away. Spell. C for cure. And then scroll down to cure light wounds.
Oh, why did they hide it like that?
It's weird.
Where is it?
So did you hear her explanation of the potions?
No.
I didn't think so.
You can
You can throw them on them.
You can either drink it or throw it on
Yeah.
someone.
Oh, good. Okay.
cure light wounds, mask.
No.
Cure light
Just
wounds.
regular cure light wounds. No. It would have changed it if I hadn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's all the aid I can give you, except getting you there.
Okay.
And my servants can get you there quickly and safely.
Great.
That'd be great.
Let's go.
And as she's sitting there, you see a couple more centaurs come out,
We'll go for a ride.
and they walk up to you and they kind of kneel down on the ground.
Go for a ride.
Oh,
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
We will bring
Lord Halloran.
Lord Halloran back. Send him back to you as soon as we can, and then journey on our quest.
So you guys kneeling down so we can climb on you, or is that like socially acceptable?
Yes, unless you want to walk.
Okay, cool. I just checked.
How's the dog getting?
So I'm gonna climb on him.
The dog can run along the side.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He does that.
Okay.
I was gonna be like a dog centaur somewhere.
A
Alright,
centaur
so-
with a little basket in it for the dog.
So,
No.
so we all
Like
climb
a
up
cycling.
All right.
on our centaurs.
Yes.
So they actually start running back the way you came.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you had been going kind of northish, and Lue took you west towards Fayoun, and now you're heading east again. It's a little bit hard to see in here because of the canopy, and it's dark.
Okay.
And it actually goes completely dark. And you're kind of like riding these centaurs like, what the fuck?
They know where they're going.
And it seems like they know exactly where they're going.
Question.
You can hear branches whipping by your head.
Is she coming with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on the back of his. She's kind of sitting there, relaxing, kicking it. Nice little tiny person.
Cool.
And you ride for about a couple hours or so. They trot in certain places, and then they run, and then they trot again. There are obviously places that are a little bit more dangerous. And then they lead you to this the edge of a clearing, and it is massive. In the center, you see a large temple-shaped tomb sitting atop a small island, circled in water with a single bridge leading to the entrance of the tomb. Surrounding the tomb, the ground is forested by simple gravestones evenly spaced in a large grid pattern. We can go no further. A barrier surrounds this place and does not allow my kind to enter and tend the graves any longer. Head to the tomb, cure the orb, find Lord Halaron. Then the barrier will fall, and peace will return to the Feywood.
Okay.
All right, so we were at the foot of the bridge,
No, you were at the edge of the clearing.
edge of the clearing. We see. You said it was a bridge. Say the scene again. Bridge?
So it's a large open. No, what is it? What did it say? A large open clearing. It's very large.
Okay.
Large open clearing. In the center is a temple shaped like a mausoleum, basically, but it's pretty big, on a mound surrounded by water, and then the rest of the actual clearing has simple gravestones that are in a grid pattern. You ever been to the Presidio before?
Yeah.
Yeah, the graveyard there.
Okay.
It's the Veterans Memorial thing.
Okay.
To give you some perspective.
Gotcha.
I would like to pick up a stone, pick up a rock.
Okay.
I'd like to throw it into the gravestone area.
Okay.
Do I need to roll or do anything?
You toss it.
Toss it
Yeah.
pretty far.
Okay. It bounces off something and kind of actually go ahead and roll to throw. Just roll and then add your base attack bonus.
12 and my base.
That's your strength bonus. Sorry.
My strength bonus is 0, so 12.
Okay. It goes pretty far.
Uh-huh.
It kind of bounces and nicks off, and you hear a little click, click, tick, and then you see a pink cloud puff up.
Oh, the pit. Can you
A pink
elaborate?
cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it just.
We'll do a
like
perception check.
Okay. 13. What's my perception again? Minus 8. 2. Yes. 22, is that right?
What's your perception?
8. 13.
21.
21.
Okay. So you notice that around the gravestone that you hit with the stone,
Mm-hmm.
there are flowers on vines that are around it. And they're star-shaped flowers. They've got 6 points. You can't see much else. They're kind of a reddish color. It's still really dark. So you're having a problem seeing them, but you can kind of tell the color. And you see that they have excreted this
Poison.
poison. Look, you don't know if it's poison or not, but
You
this
said
pink
poison.
cloud.
I said poison.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's some sort of protection for the mausoleum. I mean, an unguarded mausoleum in the middle of a Feywood is going to have some sort of protection. What's her name? Sniffany?
Lue?
Lue, have you been here before?
I have. I just can't go there now. There's some sort of barrier around this place and won't let us in.
Have you is the barrier natural to the protection of this place?
No.
So that's a new barrier to you.
Yeah.
Huh. Lue,
Yeah?
go over to the mausoleum and come back.
I can't.
She can't go through the barrier.
She can't go through the barrier?
There's a barrier.
I used to, my family used to work with a lot of plants and stuff growing up, and I remember something about seeing that flower and saying
Nature
I was
check.
supposed to stay away from it, but I'm not sure. So
You're doing this real well. Me, I'm like, throw Louis against the wall.
14.
14. These are kind of obscure. You've heard of plants doing this, but flowers and plants doing this before. You don't know exactly what these ones do,
Okay.
but you've heard of them before.
Okay.
It's not like you've heard of plants excreting something that will, as a protection to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that people plant there on purpose.
Alright guys, these are probably poisonous flowers. So if we're gonna go in there, we need to go in there being aware of that.
Am I still using my perception check, or do I have to roll it again?
What are you looking for?
I want to see that if it's surrounded by, but there's a path that does not touch any of these that goes to the mausoleum from.
You do not see a specific path.
So it's just all equidistant,
Mhm.
surrounded in all of this. So we'd have to kind of move.
Yeah, you notice that the vines aren't on every single tombstone.
Mhm.
They're dotted around.
Oh, I thought
So
they
if you were-
sprouted up from the tombstones.
No, they're spread up around some of the tombstones, but not all of them. So you could probably pick your way through carefully.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no specific path that goes directly to the mausoleum that's out of danger.
I volunteer as tribute to go ahead and pick my path, not touching the flowers.
Okay.
All the way
How
to the
much?
mausoleum.
How much do you weigh?
You're gonna throw me?
You can't throw
not
anybody.
cool, bro. I am.
If you guys are getting cold, let me know. I
I'm
can
getting a
close the
little
windows.
chilly. I'm very small. I'm.
You're about the same size.
Can I,
Yeah.
Can I just like throw a bomb at them? Like try to blow them up?
Yeah, but you
That
might.
wouldn't be such a bad idea.
I'm trying to like see if that does anything.
See if it just kind of like decimates at least like an area to walk
Right.
through.
Yeah.
He wants
Yeah.
to bomb some stuff.
Can I bomb them?
Yeah, so you only have so many bombs per day, and looking at the distance between the edge of this clearing and the actual mausoleum, it would take a lot more than you have.
Okay.
The easiest way would, I mean, if you see like a cluster in your way, absolutely.
Okay.
But if you, I mean, go ahead and do a perception check for me.
So 7. I roll. I roll this. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting it.
So 14.
Okay. I mean, you're looking around, you've got low light vision. You can see that if you go around some of these larger clusters, it shouldn't be a problem. You just have to be careful.
Okay.
With a 14, you kind of saw him throw the rock, and you saw what happened. Like, the rock hit one of these flowers, and then it extruded this cloud.
Okay, so as long as don't touch them.
So don't touch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
All right.
So let's. Do you want one of us to go ahead and make sure that that is the only trap,
Yeah.
or do we want to?
Are you and I are about the same weight?
Yeah.
And how far between here
And the entry.
and the? We're trying to get to the middle of the graveyard. What's
Yeah, the
Yes,
mausoleum.
the
is
the
mausoleum.
mausoleum? So can I? I'm looking out, trying to see.
It's
how
about a
far
half
it
a
is.
mile. It's a huge clearing.
Okay.
It's about half a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, then I think we should all just go on in.
Yeah, you can barely see the actual mausoleum.
Yeah.
You can't see any of the
But you
details.
see that there's a building in the distance.
Yes.
Just
Let
off
me
the-
be in first in line though, because I'm very stealthy. I've been trained in the stealth arts,
Uh-huh.
and I think we should
Yeah,
all
stealth.
just kind of be very careful and make sure we don't touch these things.
Yeah, I'm looking up skills right now to see what that would actually be. It would not be stealth.
Oh, and
No. It would be survival.
okay, never mind then.
Because it would be your survival skill to see, like, to determine where to step and where not to
avoid-
step.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who has a good survival
I have
skill?
5 plus 5.
You should go first.
So I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a +4.
Okay, you should go second.
Survival is +2.
Alright, so I'll go.
Okay. I will be last with Dopey
So-
Beauregard.
So you're going first. Okay.
Okay.
So that's you first,
Then me.
and then you second.
Well, no, that's me.
That's
So
you.
That's
Pockets. Pockets, sorry. Pockets, you, me, and then little doggy.
Yeah.
And of course,
Louie's not going.
Louie's gonna hang out.
Yeah, she can't go.
Louie, guard the perimeter.
Sure. Okay.
Sweet.
Don't go nowhere.
Well, do you want me to guard the perimeter or not go anywhere?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Guard our exit.
Yes. Guard
Okay.
our exit and yell at us if anything.
I'll
you see
keep
anything.
watch.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's go.
Okay.
so I'll
Go ahead and
first.
roll a survival check for me. Yeah.
All.
all of us?
Nope.
Oh.
The one in the lead. He's the one leading the way.
Alright, so 20.
20.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're able to pick your way through for about a quarter of a mile. Go ahead and roll again, because it's kind of dark, so it's really hard to see.
11.
11. Yeah, you're fine. You get to one big cluster of them, and your jacket kind of rubs against one, and you kind of like cover your mouth really quick and move away. But other than that, you're pretty good.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm really clumsy. So if there is a way, I think that the person with the best, seems like you are very survivalist. Can you, I'm going to double tie myself with my twine, and I'm going to give you the end of this rope
Pull
here.
you along.
Just in case
Yeah.
I bump into a whole bunch of this shit and something goes wrong, you gotta drag my ass to safety.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'm on it.
All
I'm
right.
right on top of that rose.
So you
Think
get up to
ahead.
the bridge, and across the bridge, you see a massive tomb. Sitting in the middle of the clearing, it towers over the surrounding landscape of graves for the fallen. At least 60 feet tall, 3 consecutively smaller levels. So it's kind of a... it is covered in reliefs of warriors fighting great battles and even greater monsters. Looking closer, you see gargoyles perched atop the first level, watching closely and scowling down at the entrance, unmoving. The 2 massive doors of the tomb are plain, except for 2 20-foot-tall Grim Reapers beckoning you to enter. And I'm going to find some better music than this.
Is it when you say these are all stone, right?
It's all stone, yes.
Right. Any rocks near me?
No.
No.
It's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty cleared.
It's pretty cleared. So none of these are. These gargoyles aren't going to come down and get us. These.
You don't know.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to throw things at them. See what shit happens.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's what I want to do.
I am.
I shoot a crossbow. Then.
Yeah, but you want to
Shoot
hold on to
crossbow.
your. Bullets.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the whole sling thing needing bullets. Why can't you just use anything that's round and heavy around it?
That's exactly what it is. But they put it in there as bullets.
Oh, okay.
That's the
So I have a
specific.
sling too, that's right.
Alright, so let me go ahead and.
I'm gonna put my shield on.
Let's equip it.
I see a gravestone nearby, a tombstone nearby, and I want to go hide behind it and chill.
Okay. Just while they're looking at this place?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. Actually, roll a survival check, and then a stealth check.
13 for survival.
Okay. So you notice that the tombstone that you're about to hide behind is has a couple of these flowers behind it where you couldn't see it earlier. So you move on to another one, and you find one that doesn't have the flowers around it.
And then 21 is my ace.
Okay. And as he walks back behind the tombstones, he disappears. You guys can't see him. It's dark, and he's tiny, and he's hiding behind these things.
Can we have some lights?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to.
I'm gonna do something.
He goes into a barbarian. Oh, you're not a barbarian range. Or, no.
Yeah, I'm going to summon a fire beetle.
A fire beetle.
Yeah. Provides light in a 10-foot radius.
Hell yeah.
Can you direct this beetle to go places? Is it
I
like
summon it, I
under
can tell it where to go.
Yeah, how long does the spell last?
1 round per level.
Okay.
So only one round.
Yeah, so for 6 seconds, you have a fire beetle that lights the area.
Well, I mean, hey.
Oh, I thought you had a spell that it would light like a helmet on.
He has light.
Is that still a 10?
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Oh. Well,
But he
it's not
summoned a
wasted.
fire beetle
I
instead.
wanted
Yeah.
to summon fire beetle.
Alright, girl.
Okay.
All right.
See, you're
so
talented and cool. I got it.
where are
Shit
you
we can
in
use.
relation to the mausoleum?
Well, I was behind.
Right. But are you on the bridge? Are you on the far side of the bridge? The closer side to the mausoleum?
Closer side to the mausoleum.
Are you there, like in front? Like there are steps that lead up to the doors. Where are you in relation to that?
I'm before the steps.
Okay, right at the bottom of the steps.
Yeah.
Okay. So you summon your beetle,
Yeah.
and what do you want him to do for one whole round?
Well, I just want him to illuminate the steps and the door if he can. And
Okay.
So I can see if there's like anything.
Yeah, you guys see him, like, you see her chant a little bit, and you see her tankard kind of glow a little tiny bit. And then poof, this crazy looking, like, glowing beetle appears out of nowhere, and it spreads its wings and its wings start buzzing, and you see as it does, a burst of light goes out from it for about 10 feet in every direction, and you can pretty much see what I already described to you.
I just want
But
to
just
see
a
if
little
there's
bit better,
anything
and it
extra,
looks
yeah.
even more menacing with the light underneath.
Okay.
It's pretty creepy.
All right.
Freaking out, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try to open the door.
All right.
Can I
Guys, open the door.
detect magic? Can I detect magic on the door?
Yeah, you can detect magic on the door.
Is there magic on the door?
There's not magic on the door.
What about the other things? The Reaper and
The gargle?
Nothing. No.
Reaper?
No,
Nothing.
no magic.
Oh well, let's go in then.
Okay. So we're
Okay.
just going in?
Did you want to check the door for traps?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Well,
what we just
the
fucking did?
roll-
No, you just looked at the door. You didn't check it for traps.
I mean,
I'm
what-
gonna load up my
What
sling.
check is that?
Oh, how do we do that?
It's a perception check, actually.
I'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah. Anybody? Yeah.
I'll help.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So you
So-
guys are looking for traps?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking
Not
for
taking that one.
love in all the wrong places.
Looking for love.
That was funny. So he gave me advantage, right? 'Cause he's
Uh-huh.
helping.
Mhm.
I rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 20.
Nice.
So,
Sweet.
natural 20.
Perfect.
Good
Okay.
decision.
So as you're looking at the doors, you see that there is actually not even a latch on them.
Oh.
Okay.
They are just closed. There's nothing special about the doors except for the reliefs on them.
Okay.
You see that like part of it is kind of like bronze, like leafed to shine a little bit brighter than normal during the day, but it being as dark as it is, there's no shining at all. I mean, that beetle shone everything there was to shine.
Okay.
She done shown everything.
She done shown the shiny shit.
So, what is it? How does Alibaba get into the tomb?
So do you need some kind of incantation to get in the door?
Yeah.
So that was also checking for the traps.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no traps, right? So can I just try to push the door?
You push it,
Yeah.
and they actually slide open silently. It just slides open.
Okay.
And then when it gets hit, like a soft thump
Okay.
as it hits the back.
It's dark.
It is dark inside. It's hella dark inside.
Can I put light on one of my bolts and shoot it into the room?
Yeah.
I cast light on one of the bolts and then shoot the bolt into the room.
Okay, and as you do, let me grab the map real quick.
So it's
Maybe
just a
clear
bolt
the
with
board.
light
Nope,
going
nope.
into the room.
Can London be one of the monsters one of these?
She's like,
Then a giant cat monster came out.
which is funny because she never touches any of my miniatures ever.
Really?
Never ever.
She knows you love them.
You shoot the arrow in, and you see very quickly. Do a perception check for me to see how much you see.
22.
22. So you shoot the arrow in, and it kind of does this, and then hits the ceiling,
Okay.
and then goes down a little bit, and you see like large steps, like large 10-foot steps, going down,
Okay.
and there are suits of armor
On the
on
side.
each set, on the side of each step.
Okay.
And then it looks like it opens up into a larger room, down about 50 feet down.
Okay. Are they inside with me? I'm the only one that saw this.
He
right?
was hiding. You're helping him with the door.
Right.
So yeah, they're at the door, but you are in the doorway after you opened it. You
Okay.
shot it in.
So there are 10-foot steps leading down with suits of armor on each step as it goes down.
On the sides, like
Down
next
the-
to the walls.
Oh, so there's only 2 sets of armor, or is there like 2?
No, there's
4,
a
6,
set
8?
per step.
Per step, there's a
on
set.
either on the walls.
Yeah.
Let's play dominoes. Ding 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 ding.
Are you chaotic?
Huh?
You are now.
Oh.
Thank you.
So
I am today.
that's what I saw when I shot my bolt in, and it leads to like a open clearing or.
Yeah, it looks like at the bottom of the stairway it opens up.
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna come out I'm gonna come out from behind my thing,
So the steps are going down.
and I'm gonna walk right up
And
to
then
where
it opens up
Titania is,
into
and I
like a-
look in.
Just
Mhm.
around
You
it?
see nothing.
Nothing in the center of it?
As your light spell is worn off.
Yeah.
How long does that light spell last, actually?
Even with my low.
It's like
Um,
10 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes per level.
Even with my low light. Oh,
So
it's 10 minutes per.
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes per level. So you see at the bottom of the stairs the arrow
Mhm.
kind of just sitting there with a little light tip. It's not illuminating a lot around it,
Yeah.
but you can see that there looks to be something in the room as well. It's pretty far down, though.
I am going to sneakily and stealthily walk through there, and bravely walk through down the stairs, pick up the arrow. And when I pick up the arrow, that means that it's okay that you guys can come on in.
Okay.
And I can light the way with your arrow.
Okay.
Deal.
Okay,
Yeah?
go ahead and stealth.
I'm
So stealthy.
You are stealthy, guys.
Do you wanna...
Alright,
Yeah, go ahead and hand that to me.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
26.
26.
Okay. I'll deal with that later. I'll deal with you later, Branch. And some of them snap in, some of them don't. There we go.
I'm gonna set it next to him. What about these guys?
Just leave those there for now. They're not in the way. Huh? She's so cute. Okay, so you walk down and you notice, like, you kind of try to follow him with your eyes, and he kind of is sneaking, like, behind the armor and stuff. And as you get to a certain point down there, you guys totally lose sight of him. Like, wow, he's really sneaky for level 1, yo. And you get to the bottom, and you see the arrow kind of sitting in the middle of at the bottom of the steps. Just sitting on the floor.
Great. So I go to pick up the arrow.
Okay. And you pick up the arrow.
Just walk straight and don't touch anything.
Don't touch
I just walk towards the light.
anything.
Go
Alright,
towards the light.
so
Yeah.
head down towards the light.
Okay.
Come, down, towards.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of echoey.
Yeah.
And you notice that the floors and the walls are made of marble.
So shiny.
Interesting.
Yes, they're reflective a little bit.
Okay.
And while you're down there, go ahead and roll a perception check for me as well.
Ooh, it's about to get crazy, y'all.
Well, maybe not. 4?
4?
6.
6,
I have a
yeah.
+2.
They're like boxes down here and shit.
Okay.
Like moving boxes?
You don't know. You're not down there yet.
Boxes.
Well, I thought we all went down. He said.
Oh,
come
like,
down.
well, he was down there. He was kind
Well, I
of...
was down there, but you guys are on your way down.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
You're on your way down?
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just walk down there? Do you want to be stealthy about it? Do you want to...
No,
How do you
straight
want-
down.
Okay. So you walk down, and you can hear your boots kind of clacking on the marble, and it's a little bit echoey. And as you get in there, the room opens up, and it's huge. It's a very large room. In fact, your light cannot pierce the darkness. You can probably figure that the ceiling's somewhere around 50 feet, since that's about how far down you've gone.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it. You can't see the sides of the room or the far end.
Okay.
Do you want to reload that bow and shoot that thing again? I mean, it got 10 more minutes.
Yeah,
Or
does anybody
9
have
more
any more
minutes.
light?
Well, I mean, doesn't that thing still glow for 10
Well,
more
it took them
minutes?
a second to. You've got about 5 minutes left, basically.
Let's use it again. We'll lose an arrow, but at least we'll gain something.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to shoot it?
I guess ahead. I mean, if the room is long or short, I have no idea. Or, I mean, that's
Yeah, I have
just
no
my
idea.
idea. I'm just speaking to the group in general,
Maybe
what we do next.
over towards the
I'm gonna create a
boxes,
torch.
perhaps.
Do you want to do the... Huh?
I'm gonna create a
Oh,
torch.
we have candles.
With my dancing lights.
Oh, we
I can
actually
Oh, there you go.
I
Yeah,
can
dancing
we all have
lights,
candles.
that works.
We got candles in the last...
Yeah, you did.
So let's light some candles. Can we do that?
Well, he has dancing lights.
I
And you
have
can send them
dancing
forward.
lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
do it.
By the power of Grabthos, I evoke thee. Thee. So,
Dancing
Okay.
I have
lights.
a.
And how long do they last? I think they last like 10 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute.
A minute, but we
Okay,
can
and how
do a
are
lot
you?
in a minute.
And you have 3 little dancing balls floating in front of you. How are you using them?
Okay, now I'm just gonna quickly walk around. We're all just
Well,
gonna
you-
quickly walk around the.
Well, I mean, you can send
You
them
can send
places.
them-
Oh,
Yeah, you don't
okay.
have to move.
I'm just gonna send one this way, that way, and that way.
All right.
I'll light up the room.
Limited.
Okay, so you see them, and it's a blue glowing light, so you're not getting a lot of detail on anything. You're just sending them like here, here, and here
Yeah.
as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the right, you notice that the walls are about 35 feet away on either side.
Okay.
It looks like to be a big old box.
Okay.
At the far end, it's about 80 feet across.
Okay.
Pretty long.
And you see, do a perception check for me, or who wants to do a perception check? It doesn't really. Everybody can do one. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's all doing.
Back to
Oh shit!
19.
19 plus 8.
Okay.
That's a
9.
lot.
No, I'm sorry. 5.
I have 11.
Okay. So you two see a whole bunch of boxes lined up in a row. You two notice that there are a whole bunch of boxes lined up in a row with things on top of them, laying on top of them.
Okay.
And at the far end of the room, there look to be 4 statues.
Fuck me.
Huh.
And then as the last ball gets all the way to the other end, you notice that there's something on the wall.
On the which wall? The back
On
wall?
the back wall. There's something actually on the wall.
Like a-
It looks like a mural or a relief or something like that. But
Huh.
the lights bounce out too quickly for you to make out any too many details.
Okay.
Oh, his lights become extinguished?
Yeah, they only last for a little bit. They
Alright.
only last for a minute or
Light,
so.
light the candles.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna light
Yeah.
some candles.
Let's
Okay.
light some candles.
Alright, so how do we, let's see, function.
Does anybody have a light?
You probably have flint and steel.
Perfect. Alright, so let's light some candles. And
Which
I'm gonna walk
candles?
over with this lit candle over one of the boxes that are near me. And
Okay.
Just check it out.
I know
Okay.
we have candles, but where do they go?
I just say we have a candle.
Alright, we all have candles.
Yeah.
So they are also made of marble.
Okay.
And you've seen something similar to these before, but on each coffin lays a detailed wax figure of what looks like the inhabitant of the coffin itself.
Nope.
Around the
No
foot of
coffin
each
color.
wax figure is piled dead and decaying foliage and greenery. The tomb has not been kept in a long time, it looks like, nor the offerings replaced or cleared away. The smell of beeswax and decay hang in the air. At the far end are the 4 statues, and they looked to be about 30 feet tall.
The characters, don't need to roll perception for that, but are they, so they are of the inhabitants inside, are they similar to any of the statues, or the statues different? Are they human?
You
and
didn't
these are
see,
plants, or-
you didn't actually see the like the details of the statues. You saw that a couple of them were shorter than the other 2,
Mhm.
but that's about it.
Oh.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk on over to one of the statues
Okay,
and see what
but you're gonna walk all the way down to the other end. So,
yeah.
also while you were looking, you look and there's a little plaque at the foot of it, and it said, Korib, the Skull Smasher.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, well, I don't see an orb.
I don't like that name.
Where's the orb?
Like, where's the orb?
Is there any can we roll, well, I have pretty good eyesight. Can we roll perception to see if there's any doors or anything else in there?
Right now, because the candlelight only goes like a 20-foot radius, you can't see any of the walls.
Are there any, like, things in the walls where we could light those with our candles to kind of illuminate
It doesn't
the
look
place?
like, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm out of ideas, guys.
The walls are lined with marble, the floor is marble, the tombs are marble. The only thing that isn't is the wax, and you can pretty much deduce the only reason these wax figures are still set the way they are is because of the temperature of the room. It stays pretty cold in here because of all the marble.
Okay. So the statues are wax figures.
No, you haven't got to the statues yet.
We're still walking towards them, aren't we?
And
You are walking towards them.
What are the wax things?
They're on top of the actual.
They're like
Coffins.
coffins with the like the ones that.
Like the wax museum people.
Where they are.
Like those
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
So they
Oh,
have,
yeah.
instead of like the decoration on the top, they actually have a figure. You know when you go to like Europe and you go into the cathedrals and stuff, and they have those big tombs with the relief of the people on top that are like laying there like this.
I was in the bars.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Super
Same
not
thing, but
surprised.
they're on the ground in the gutter.
Okay.
And there's a mural as well, right?
Yeah, so
should
what
we
is the
check
mural?
out-
You didn't see the mural.
Oh, I didn't see the mural.
But
But we, I see a
you'd
mural
have to
in the distance.
Yeah, you'd have to walk to the other end of the.
Let's walk towards the mural and
Let's
see.
talk to the mural and see what we can
See
see.
what it is.
All right,
Yeah.
hang on a
If it
second.
gives any clues.
There's nothing on here.
But there's lots of stuff on here.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
And as you get there, we're gonna go ahead and stop for today because it's 3 o'clock.
All right.
Oh.
And pick it up next time.
Do we get experience?
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Go to our head and above heart health.
Okay.
You get.
No.
Hang on a second. Not the
I
little thing.
would like to have a
You
level
get
6.
6. Or who's here? Have a calculator. Start calculating.
What?
So 600 plus 1600 plus 200 divided by 4.
600 each.
Sweet.
600 each. How close are you?
Not close enough.
We're
500.
yeah, pretty much 500 points away.
Okay. Yeah. That's. Yeah.
Shit.
All right.
Almost there though. Very close.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Double poop.
Double poop.
Getting somewhere.
So, we want to. Do we want to do through text our next session?
How about we decide and then we'll text him and he can text us back.
Yeah.
I can't do it in the next. Let me see. Calendar.
It should just pop.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go.
Calendar.
So 2027 4.
2027 4.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's
the next
the
3.
20th is next week, the 27th is the week after, and the 4th is the week after that.
Okay, I am going to. I'm going to back east for a funeral next week.
That's fine.
I can't do the 27th. I'll be in Las Vegas. Wait.
I can do.
No, I can't do the 20th. I can do the 27th though.
Can you do the 4th
The 4th of I think
of
so.
October?
So you can't
Yes,
do
I think
next week.
so.
No, I'm going to a funeral. I'm actually singing at the funeral.
Okay.
So yeah, you
But the
kinda
27th and the 4th, you're good.
Yeah, the 27th I can do.
The,
Oh, hang on, let me
Yeah,
go ahead
the
and
4th.
shut this off.
the week of the 4th is
But he's going to Vegas.
no, I'm